href. No, we can't use the hyperlink. We have to use the normal a tag. So here I'm going to use the normal HTML. The reason is because the controls tag, remember I was telling you in the previous videos that the control event doesn't happen after the page load event, but remember here we are using a page event that happens before a page load event. So that means if you use any of the controls event here, it will not be executed. So that's why we have to use the normal link, a normal link tag, anchor text. So let's just write that here. So let's use a normal anchor text. So we can write one, let's say a href equals what's it called, default.aspx. But we need to include a query that will be sent theme equals to green, because we're going to be using this one to set the green theme. So let's say green theme, and so let's just copy this and copy and here V, and this one we're going to be using it to the blue theme. So let's change this to blue theme. It's not really difficult what we're doing here. Let me show you again. So we can only use a normal anchor text, because if we use the this particular, any controls event will not be executed before the page underscore pre-init event. So that's why we have to use it this way. Let me go back to the CS file. We have the green theme in case of green, in case of blue. So let's see any errors. Let's see how our page is doing. So before I go on, let's see if I can apply the green theme. Does it get applied? Let me quickly remove something from the top, because inside our default.aspx we left the default theme at the top. Let me remove this theme. I don't want it there. So let's run our application now. Alright, so there's no theme. Let's apply blue theme, green theme, blue theme. Well, sorry about that. I think I know the reason why it's not working. I think even though I select the theme, I haven't actually applied the theme to the page. So so if we go back to the C# statement, so I said switch between these two cases. So if the case is green, then profile or user theme equals to green theme. So then eventually I'm supposed to have a statement below that says then theme be equals to the profile dot user theme that we have created. So we should be able to yeah, so that's the little bit that I forgot. Sorry about that. So if we go to our page now, we shouldn't have a problem. So let's choose the blue theme, the green theme. You see now our theme has been applied dynamically. So you can allow your user to change the theme that they want. So right here we have the green theme, the header is theme, so the CSS file has been applied, and as you can see that's our green theme. If you choose the blue theme, it's been, so as you can see now it's been working. So if you want me to explain what we do again, let me go through quickly again. What we did is inside our default.aspx we had a link this is just an HTML link, because if you use any controls, the control is not going to work, because the page underscore pre-init will need to be that's where we have to code. This is inside this page load, which happens way before the page load event. So if you use any control, the controls event will not be raised, so there's no point, it's not going to work. So the best way is to use just an anchor tag. So inside here you code this one. What we're doing is checking here if there is a theme that has been requested. So if a theme has been requested, so that means if a request of theme is not equals to null, then we switch between all our themes. So if we have 7 themes, we just use this case. So this is what we defined inside our web.config file. So you go to inside your web.config file, you had this profile. The reason why we're using profile, just like I said, is because we're keeping the profile of the user. So if one user chooses a blue theme, we make sure that it only sees blue theme all the time, so that once it goes to another page, we don't want him to choose another this theme again. We want the theme to be applied for his profile. So you had this bit. This is the name equals to the user theme that you've used here inside the CS file. The user theme equals to the name of this green theme. This is the name, the green theme, the folder that you created. So you use the same thing. Then don't forget this bit, because if you forget, you get the same error that I got, which is that the theme equals to profile.user theme. And after that, what else? So we had the profile to the web.config file. We also had the page underscore pre-init event, and we created 2 style sheets. And inside the inside here we use a if you want to choose something like a drop down list control, or a list box, or a radio button for people to use the theme, then that means you have to use a CSS file instead, because you can load CSS style dynamically. So you can use the CSS style to change. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you don't want to use anchor, like anchor text like I use here to change the theme, if you want to use, say for example, a list, or a drop down list, or a radio button for people to be able to check a radio button and the design changes, then what you can do is instead of using the theme, because the theme dynamic application doesn't happen after the page load event. So what you can use is use the CSS style to change the page, because you can change CSS style sheet using a drop down list or a radio button. So if you have any question about what we've done here, I'm very sure that it's very clear, but I can only assume. If you have any problems, then I can help you to solve it. So maybe I should add another theme so that you see how that happens. So if I had another theme, had an ASP.NET folder theme, and I call this yellow theme, yellow, all I have to do is if I copy that, paste that in here, paste, so I can rename it. I'm just showing you all the shortcuts that you can use. Yellow, and also I can copy this as well, copy, paste it into the yellow theme, paste, and call that mustache shade. So if I open this, I change the back color to yellow, and this one is light, back color to orange. So now we have 3 themes, right? So let me open this page up. This one will be yellow. Why do I always type yellow in that way? Oh my god, and let's use this one as cyan, which is very, very painful to the eye. So is that correct? Is that the way to spell it? I don't know, so let me get and help. Cyan, it does nothing like that. Oh, sorry, background color blue. Let's use navy. This is navy color, so let's change. We've changed that to yellow. Okay. So do you know the next thing to modify now is to go inside the CS and write another case. So here, case yellow, because we now have a yellow theme. We say, hold on a second there, and profile dot user theme equals to yellow theme, and put a break. Okay, so now if we we have to go, the next thing is to go to our we have to go to the SPX and copy this and add another one. So now we show the case is yellow here, and we say yellow theme. We're using this one to pass string across to the page. So let's see, let's run our application and see if we've applied another theme. So now our users can yellow theme. Now you can see this is very ugly, but you get a point. Yellow theme, blue theme, green theme. So anyway, thank you for your time.